Hey, what's up everyone? Happy Tuesday. So yesterday I mentioned that I was watching Beef Season 2. I was, very close to wrapping it up. Well, I just wrapped it up yesterday and I thought it was a really good show. As I mentioned, I didn't care for the first season, but this one was awesome. I don't know. I didn't even do the research if it was a different writer or what the deal was with that. But it was really good. It had humor. It had action. I could always do without the mushy stuff, but I know sometimes you need it for the story, right? So had a little bit of that, but not too much. Overall, very good writers. Really creative, different from other things that are going on. So Beef 2, I definitely recommend that on Netflix. It was a fun watch. Every episode was pretty long. I think it was like 7 or 8 episodes. Some of them, I think the times ranged from like 45 minutes to an hour for each episode. So if you need something to binge, definitely worth a watch. Another thing that I'm excited about or into, I'm a horror fan as well. So if you have Shudder, do I recommend Shudder? Overall, it's okay. I just like to have all the streaming platforms. Is it worth my money? I don't know yet. I think now it probably is. They've just added Tales from the Crypt after crazy legal battles, maybe with HBO or who has the rights. Tales from the Crypt is now available to stream on Shudder. I'm a big fan. I know it's real campy, but some episodes are really good. Some are really bad, but it's still entertaining for me. The reason why I originally subscribed to Shudder is for the Creepshow series. Again, really campy. Some episodes good, some really terrible. But that's why I originally got Shudder. And then for the Shudder originals, I'm a fan of the VHS movies. Those are fun anthologies. Same thing, kind of stupid, kind of corny, but some are really fun. But yeah, Tales from the Crypt, as of last Friday, is available to stream on Shudder. The next thing that I actually started is that Lord of the Flies movie. I think it might be like a 4-part series. I'm a fan of Lord of the Flies, and again, this is another Netflix original. I'm a fan of the original, but I mentioned yesterday that Netflix does really good shows and lately just really bad movies, but the shows are great. So far, I'm in the beginning of episode 2 of Lord of the Flies. It started off very well, very scenic, has a little bit of humor, but if you know the story of Lord of the Flies, it's really dark, so you have that as well. So far, I'm enjoying it. I'll give my full review once I'm finished with it, which should probably be soon. And again, I don't like to give spoilers or anything. I just like to give my opinions on, what I'm into right now, what I like and what I don't like. I also watched War Machine, going back to how lousy Netflix movies have been lately. So it has the Reacher guy. I forgot his name, the buff dude. I like him as an actor, but the War Machine movie, let me tell you, I mentioned how Apex was lousy. This is worse. And it got my attention because I like the actor, and it's killing me that I can't remember his name, the guy that plays Reacher. It started off well. I was like, okay, cool, war movie. The beginning of the movie, if you don't like spoilers, I'll give you 5 seconds. 1. Okay, time's up. So if you don't like spoilers, turn it off now. The movie starts off, like a war movie, and I forgot which military he's in, but they're in the middle of a war, and then the Reacher character links up with his brother, who is also in the military, and they're fighting the same war, and the brother there's an ambush, and the brother gets killed. So that's kind of how the movie starts, and then he's done. He's done with the military, and kind of like Commando, the military comes back to Reacher and says, "Hey, we need you for a special mission," and he's like, "I'm done." That's kind of how the movie goes, and then they convince him to do this special mission. I don't even remember how they convinced him to do it, but anyways, he does it. So they carry on with the special mission, and out of nowhere, this like robot alien attacks him and his group, and that's where it lost me. I was like, okay, this had potential to be a promising war movie, and now it's a sci-fi robot alien movie, right? Like a bootleg Predator. So basically, he's with his army out in the jungle, and this robot alien attacks them. So now I keep calling him Reacher, I'm sorry, but the guy from Reacher and his army are trying to survive this robot alien in the jungle. And the robot alien kind of looks like the villain from the first RoboCop. Remember that robot that has like the guns attached to it? That's where it lost me. At that point, and the CGI is really bad too. So it's another example of Netflix. Hey, actor from Reacher, you're great. Be in our movie. It'll be #1 on Netflix for a few weeks, and we'll just throw you a ton of money. Who writes this shit? It starts off promising, and then they say, okay, let's throw in robots and aliens. I can't tell you how it ends because I couldn't finish it from there. War Machine. That one's just so bad. It's not that one's not even laughable for me. It's just a terrible movie, so I couldn't finish it. Has anyone seen the preview to the new Resident Evil? Now that looks good. I was always a fan of the games, never a fan of the movies, just because they were just so corny, right? Some people like that, so to each his own. But to me, the Resident Evil is just over the top, just not good in my opinion. It was like Fast and the Furious with zombies. Never a fan of the Resident Evil movie franchise. I was always a fan of the games. The movies, to me, they were successful, so there's people out there that like them, but just not for me. Anyways, the preview for the new movie, if you haven't checked it out, I encourage you to do so. It looks way different. I don't know how true to the game it's going to be, but it looks creepy. It looks scenic. There's zombies. There's monsters. I think it looks more serious. The director is the same guy that did Weapons and Barbarian, so it looked good. It looked original. A lot of people are complaining right now, saying, "Hey, well, it doesn't look true to the game," but it looks better than the recent 10 or 12 movies that came out for Resident Evil. Not a fan of those sci-fi movies. This one looks more like a horror movie, as it should be. So if you haven't seen the new preview to Resident Evil, check it out. It looks really good. And lastly, me and my kids and wife, we checked out the Mario Galaxy movie. It was fun. It just went straight to the action, right? We didn't need to learn the backstory anymore about Mario and everything. So it was fun. Again, it's not my type of movie, but the kids enjoyed it and it was watchable. So